Cowabunga dudes! Welcome back to the channel Ace's Place 22, where I'm Ace and this is my place. And happy Turtle Tuesday. That's right, it's Turtle Tuesday. And we're naming this one the Second Slice. Why is that? Well, because if you saw last week's Turtle Tuesday little episode, we took a look at Leonardo's action figure in box. We didn't open it. But the Leonardo action figure for the 35th anniversary of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. The ultimate action figure from NECA. A little drawn out, but there we go. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. This time around, we're going to take a look at, in box, the Michaelangelo action figure from the same line. Pretty sweet. Literally was walking through Walmart. I went local toy show, scooted over to Walmart right after to see what else they had. Per chance, I'm literally looking at the clearance items, the big, shelf that they put right in the, between like the bedding and the toys and stuff like that. So that clearance item or clearance shelf, and this just happened to be in my line of sight. This was not on clearance by any means, but someone just placed it there, so I didn't care if it was on clearance or not. I was still going to buy it because I want all four of these movie ones. So, your boy picked them up. It's the only one I saw. I didn't go running around looking for, other ones or anything like that. But to have 2 out of 4 is pretty awesome. So, yeah, here, we'll do our best to show you the box and all that fun stuff. But there's Michaelangelo on the phone. There is no phone for an accessory, so it is odd that they would show that. Usually NECA is pretty good with their accessories and like showing them, on display on the packaging of some sort. But there's a couple of items that they've showed on the package that are not accessories. Take a look at the bottom. I never do this. Some people like it. I know other, YouTubers do it, so hey, why not? Like right here, we got Michaelangelo with his like chips. That is an accessory in there, so you'll see that. Here he is on the back. Ba-ba-boop. This is really cool up here. Is nunchuck. Then you got all 4 brothers, and there is the second accessory that is not something that's included, which is the skateboard. I highly doubt it comes with Donatello or Raphael. Maybe, but I would think it would come with Michaelangelo if he's the one that's riding it. But you can see right there, Michaelangelo is the easygoing, free-spirited brother who loves being a turtle and loves his pizza. But make no mistake, this wise turtle never pays full price for late pizza. This highly detailed action figure stands 6.5 inches tall and features 30 points of articulation, including double elbows and double knees. Cowabunga! Continued on box number 7, Donatello. Sweet, let's open it up. It's a cool thing about the NECA line. They have these window boxes or whatever you want to call them, so you can actually see the figure inside and have like a really cool outside. So you can see that he comes with the 2 pizzas. He's got the turtle wax from the movie. He's got his corn chips and a panda bear. I don't specifically remember him having a panda bear stuffed animal. I'd have to go back and rewatch it, honestly, which is never a problem. But more bandanas. He's got his finger to do the nunchuck. That's right. Right here you can see there's like a little peg that comes out. It sticks in his finger, which makes it look like he's moving it. And then his 2 other nunchucks. Pretty simple, but it's the movie version. It's one I've always wanted. It's classic. It's radical. And then there he is with just a sweet turtle pose. With Michaelangelo, I'm always a stickler, and I always say this about a lot of action figures, so this isn't just Ninja Turtles. But they need, when I say they, and I know you can get different head sculpts, so bite my bird. But this face, it's Michaelangelo. Give him a fun face. I want expressions in my faces, gosh dang it. I'm not complaining, I'm just complaining a little bit. Other than that, I absolutely dig this dude. I will be opening him once I get all 4 turtles. I'll probably do an unboxing and stuff like that. But that's not all, folks. No. Not only is this Turtle Tuesday, with this really great pickup, but as I said, I went to a toy show over the weekend. I went to the toy show today, and this video will be out on Tuesday. But I also picked up a pretty cool, classic vintage TMNT figure And if you go back and you watch my Ace in the Hole variety show live that I did this past Friday on the 6th, I did an unboxing of toys, of TMNT toys that my grandmother had found that were my brother's from when he was a kid. And there were some spicy action figures in that, and I'm going to show them off right here, right now. So yeah, look at these. If you're a TMNT fan, if you're a vintage collector of the toys, then your jaw is on the floor. I mean, I know mine was on the floor when I was doing the live stream. A good friend of the channel, the Profit Director, was part of it. I really appreciate him being on there and experiencing that with me. I just thought that was a lot of fun. But I'm going to take the one out that I bought. So, well, actually, you know what? We'll show off this one first. So, when I went to the toy show, this was, you know what? It's not the only TMNT figure I bought. I'm a liar. I actually bought two. Only one vintage, which is part of the Cave Turtles line, which all of the turtles were represented as like cave people, cavemen. And I believe there was an April, there was a Splinter, there was a whole line of them all. And they all came with dinosaurs, or maybe if they didn't come with them, you would buy the dinosaurs as a ride-along. And Donnie was no different. He had like a big, it wasn't a T-Rex, but it was almost like a T-Rex, a Dilophosaurus maybe. Did not have that, but I have no... Monty Moose falls over. I have 0 cave turtles in my collection, so to come across one for a pretty decent price, I could not say no to that. So heck yeah to a cave turtle. And this is the only one that I bought for vintage. And the other one that I got was not a vintage turtle, turtle figure, but at some point it will be considered vintage. And this is from the 2014 or 2016 TMNT live action. Let's take a look at the foot real quick, huh? 2015, so I'm right in the middle. The 2015 live action TMNT movie where Bebop and Rocksteady are riding their motorcycles, because there's his helmet. And then this is Bebop. I got this obviously because I'm a TMNT fan. Plus, this is a new Bebop for the kiddo to play with when she's goofing off with her turtle figures, because I have a vintage Rocksteady that she plays with, but we do not have an extra Bebop of any kind for her to goof with. So, heck yeah. But other than that, and Monty Moose falling over here and dying, these three right here are it. These are the cat's pajamas, the cat's meow, whatever the heck that cool saying is, the bee's knees. We've got Lionheart, Dr. L, and Monty Moose. Now, these three figures right here could cost you an upward of a very, very expensive, trip to your local amusement park. I did not pay for these. I'm still in shock. It's been 2 days since I have opened the box and really looked at them. I've had them on display, and it's still a little surreal when I look at them. I'm like, these are just toys, but like, oh my God, I can't believe I own these. Now, a little backstory on Monty Moose. This character I actually was gifted for free with an eBay purchase. So, if I did not have this version, or this one, or what am I trying to say? I lost my train of thought. I looked at something and lost my thought. If I did not have one already, this one would have been like, oh my God! But I have 2 of them, which is still pretty damn cool to have 2 Monty Moose figures. This one's a little jacked up. He does have some chipping in his antlers there, or his rack here and there. I think it makes him look a little distinguished. But other than that, he's really good. He's not loose anywhere. He's very, mobile, articulate where he needs to be. He stands up funny because his feet are molded weird. But, yeah, he's a pretty cool looking figure. And then this dude over here we'll take a look at, Lionheart. I don't know anything about this guy other than I just know he's a TMNT Playmates figure. I believe all 3 of these, they're all different years, but they're all towards the end of the Playmates TMNT line of the Mutanimals. I don't know if that's what they called them. necessarily in this line, but mutant animal people hybrid things. That's what TMNT is basically. But they really emphasized it with the last, go around of these figures. I mean, come on, you got a moose, you got an elephant, and now you got a knighted lion. And this is great. So how I came across these actually is my grandmother was cleaning out, or my grandfather and my grandmother were cleaning out their attic. On their way to their attic, you have to go up through an extra bedroom, which used to be my brother's room. And they came across a couple of things. And my grandmother knows that I like the Ninja Turtles and whatever, right? So she asked me, she's like, hey, we came across some toys. If you're interested, we'll leave them in a box. You can pick them up when you're ready. And little did I know what was in them. There were some things when I opened it, I was like, oh man, I'm pretty sure like I had this as a kid. Like I'm pretty sure this is the one we had as a kid. Especially if they were in my brother's room. And he was a little bit of a snobby wobby, to say the least. So I'm not surprised that these are things he had and were kept away from my other brother and myself from, being destroyed or anything like that, or even hand-me-downs, let alone. They probably, whatever, right? So I'm still in awe. I got these. Like, these are my brother's, and you know what? Screw them. They're mine now. So here's Lionheart with his staff and his shield. I think he has one more accessory. I think he has a sword. I could be totally wrong, but he looks magnificent. Magnificent. And then the one in the middle is the end-all, be-all one. Not really, but this is a holy grail of holy grails for Ninja Turtle figures. This is Dr. L. Excuse me. And he has all of his accessories. His little like nunchuck style bone, the spooky spear, his shield, and his mask piece. Now, this is just so cool. Look at this guy. You can see some no coloring in the back, which is totally standard for these older toys. But man, and you can take the mask piece off and see his face underneath, which looks really cool. He was a witch doctor turned, mutated into an elephant by the Shredder, because the Shredder wanted to bring this voodoo witch doctor into his, foot gang. But reluctant, this guy was not about to join the Shredder, so he teamed up with the Turtles and helped them. And that's all I really know about that character, and that's the only one I know anything about, because I've been, I've looked up these toys before. But that's the only one I remember, at least. So, yeah! I'll throw the caveman turtle back up in there. Come on, you want to fight me, man? Hey. But that is what's up. Very, very, very awesome. I'm loving it. Just absolutely loving it. So, I think that's going to wrap it up for this Turtle Tuesday. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. You better have had a piece of pizza. You better have just been relaxing this entire time. And definitely don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. And share the video and comment down below which one of these characters, whether you know who they are or not, which one you think is really, really rad. I know this guy right here is the best one. I can't even believe my brother. You know what? Not that any of you know this, but I can believe he had these things. His dad was a very wealthy individual. And I could have seen, reflect on it now and see my brother being bought these really expensive turtle figures and him putting them aside and being like, oh, I don't want, little Ace and my other little brother getting a hold of these things. So, but now I'm reaping the benefits of it. So, hey, whatever, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know I have. So, until the next time, happy Turtle Tuesday. Love, peace, and pizza grease.